What's good, family? It's your boy Big L with another forum blast for y'all, man. I got a lot of stuff on my mind today, but I'm not going to keep y'all too long. But the one thing that I wanted to hit on today was September 8th is the International Day of Boycott and Protest, also known as Blackout Monday. On that day, the protest boycott is called for every black person on that day, and prayerfully afterwards, to not shop, dine, or participate in any business that is not black owned and run. Yes, if you are black, you are to shop, eat, and participate in any form of any type of way that money is being transferred, any type of monetary transactions are supposed to be at a black-owned, black-run business. Everybody, we're calling for everybody who is black to participate in this blackout. Now, here's the thing with the blackout. The people who created the blackout, who called for the blackout, called for it as a response to the violence and the killings of our young black males, the abuse of our black women, and the miseducation and mistreatment of our black children. They called for it because of that, as a response to that. And I understand this, so I ain't knocking them. So hear me out with this. I'm not on some passive-aggressive taking shots or jabs at them. I support it, and I'm on the same page with it. But I wanted to go further, and I wanted to clarify it, and to be clear with people who are asking questions about it, like, why are we doing it? You know what I mean? What's the point? Or the critics who are saying, black folks can't do stuff together, all that type of stuff. And that's fine and dandy. No matter what we do, there are going to be black folk who are going to have something negative to say. Now, you have a choice when you hear them to accept what they're going to say or brush it off. That's your choice. I choose to brush it off and keep it moving, and to build with people who are of like mind and are motivated to move in the same direction as I am. If not, man, deuces. The point of it is to create a socio-economic infrastructure for black folk, for black people. Black people's dollars, our money, does not stay in our neighborhood. Meaning the moment that we get paid as black folks, we take care of our bills, most of us, because we do take care of our bills. I'm not going to fall into that mentality of the propaganda that we're irresponsible and we don't take care of our families or take care of our bills, because I believe we do. I believe we do that. But when it comes to us buying goods, shopping, we always go outside of our neighborhoods to buy goods, to shop, to eat, have a good time, whatever. We oftentimes, most times, go to places that are not black owned and operated. Now, why is that such a bad thing? Because we're taking our dollars out of our community and putting it into the pockets of people who don't give a damn about our communities. If we had more money in our own neighborhoods, it provides us the opportunity to build up a socio-economic infrastructure. And all that means, a socio-economic infrastructure, is the monies that we have in our community are able to go to funding properly, building schools, politics, affecting law enforcement, all of those things. So when we complain about how bad we're being treated in this country, and we are, our way of combating that is to build through economics, build through money. So even let's take November for instance. That's the time where everybody's going to be rallying and galvanizing people to vote. I'm of the mindset of black people shouldn't be voting. Now hear me out. Black people shouldn't be voting until we have a socio-economic infrastructure to back, buy, or rent a particular candidate who is going to be pushing our agenda exclusively and specifically. So until we have that infrastructure behind us as a collective, we should not participate in the voting process. So the way to get that economic infrastructure together is to start on a small scale by A, supporting black-owned businesses, B, if you can't find a black-owned business, there's an option and a way to begin building and creating black-owned businesses. Because that's one of the excuses that we often throw out, or I often hear, is people saying the reason why I don't support black-owned businesses is because there isn't any in my community. There's none in my neighborhood. So what am I supposed to do then? Then we're supposed to rally around as a community and begin to have discussions with each other, particularly people that we know who have talents and gifting in a particular area, to begin to create those businesses. Then we have to get to a point where we erase and eradicate the excuses that we constantly throw out, that we have been conditioned to have as a way of not supporting, building, and creating in our own community. And I need to stop saying the word community, but it's so ingrained within me that I'm trying to strive to begin to say neighborhood, because reality of it is there is no black community. There's neighborhoods. Okay? And there's a huge difference there. But on September 8th, black folk come together collectively and support black-owned businesses. Even if you don't have a black-owned business in your area to support, don't support nobody's business. That means on that day, make a sacrifice if necessary. If you're somebody like me who drinks coffee, but I usually have it at the crib, if I don't, I'll go to a place that's not run, owned, or operated by black people and buy my coffee. But on September 8th, and actually starting now, today, I'm beginning to explore other options of where I can get those goods at from somebody who is of color, black person, so I can help build a community. So September 8th, it's imperative, man, that you support black-owned businesses. We have the opportunity to make a huge dent and impact and to let people know that we mean business. Now, here's the thing. I understand that it's a one-day protest / boycott. I understand that. I absolutely understand that. And I am of the mindset of I want to see us as a people continue to push forward and to not partake in other businesses as we continue to build ours. And not just, I would like to see September 8th be the kickoff day for us learning and building with us. Period. And man, it's not about hating nobody. It's not about being racist towards other groups and all that foolishness. I ain't trying to hear all that, because frankly, every other race and culture does exactly what we're striving to do on September 8th. Every other culture does that. See, when black folks get paid, Saturday morning, we wake up, get dressed, and go out of our neighborhood to go shopping to get goods. We go to other people's stores and businesses to get the goods and services that we need. But you never hear or see other races and cultures waking up in the morning on a Saturday morning and say, hey, I'm going into, this particular neighborhood, which is, majority black folk, to spend their money. They practice group economics. They practice where they shop with people who look like them and are of the same mindset as they are. We have to get to a point where we begin to do that. So September 8th, man, it's an international day of boycott protests. The blackout is a day that we must, as a people, support that day. and begin to practice group economics. This is imperative, family. Imperative. So please, September 8th, International Day of Boycott. Support black-owned businesses, man. Blackout. Again, September 8th. I have to keep saying it. And just before I let you go, let me say this. Don't let this just be an online type of protest, meaning word of mouth. Let people know who ain't on social media that we doing this, that we kicking this off, that this is taking place. Have these type of conversations offline. Explain to people the importance of supporting black-owned businesses. Have a dialogue, and if you're unable or you're just not knowledgeable enough to have that kind of conversation with people, but you want to support and you want to be able to answer those questions, man, send them to people who are able to answer those questions. If you're unsure about it and you want to be more involved, I'm working currently on a black business directory right for the Coatesville, Chester County area in which I live, to be able to let people know about the many black-owned businesses that are in this area, so we can begin to provide other alternatives to folks so they don't feel that they have to go somewhere else. So the Walmarts, the Targets, the McDonald's, all them spots on September 8th, they get no black dollars. Feel me? So let's make that happen, man. It's your boy Big L with another quick The Forum Blast. I love you. Till next time.